Hey, what's up guys, it's DarkArmedDuelist, and today we're going to be doing a Karakuri deck profile. So I'm really excited for this one because this deck is a super fun synchro-based deck that can summon some really big Earth Machine monsters, and I mean a lot of Earth Machine monsters. So without further ado, let's get started. But before we do, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell so you can become part of the notification squad, and definitely check out the Patreon and the Ko-Fi down below, and let's get straight on this. So this deck just recently got support in Ignition Assault, but it was originally released, side note, originally released in Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds, and it hasn't got really any support since then. So first off, we're going to be playing 3 of the new Karakuri, which is Karakuri Bones. Bones is really good. I just call them Bones. Or Kunamzen, whatever. I think he's the monk. But basically his effect is that this card must attack all the Karakuri share the attack effect of. This card must attack if able, and if this card is targeted for attack, you change its battle position. And if this card is in your hand, they share that first effect. But if this card is in your hand, you can target a Karakuri monster you control, change its battle position. If you do, you can special summon this card from your hand as a tuner monster, and you cannot special summon monsters from your extra deck for the rest of the turn, except for Earth Machine monsters, which is kind of interesting. Then we play 3 copies of the Karakuri Komochi. Komochi is really good too because basically what she does is she's a tuner monster that she must attack if able, and then she also has the ability that once per turn during the main phase, you can normal summon an additional Karakuri monster, which can be really beneficial to be able to get out your additional Karakuri monsters, like your Karakuri Merchant, or Merchant can be really helpful to get that card out, or get a bunch of different Karakuris out, which can just be really good to be able to get you an extender. Then we play 3 copies of Karakuri Merchant. Merchant is really good too because he's kind of like the combo starter of the entire deck, that if he's normal summoned, he has the effect of when this face-up attack targets like no attack, or when he's normal summoned, you get to add a Karakuri from your deck to your hand. And also, he counts as he's not a tuner and she is, so if you draw these 2, you can activate their effect to be able to draw, or normal summon him, or normal summon her, normal summon him, search, and then immediately go into Naturia Beast if you want to go for Naturia Beast. Then we play 3 of the new Karakuri Gammas, which is the Toad. Basically, this card is a level 1 tuner monster, and it must attack if able, and if this card is targeted for attack, you change its battle position. And then quick effect, you can banish this card from your graveyard and target a Karakuri monster you control and change its battle position, which can be really helpful to be able to change a Karakuri's battle position with cards like your Beret in your extra deck, so you can do all sorts of stuff and all sorts of effects, and your big Shogun to be able to switch their battle position so you can draw extra cards, which is really, really cool. Then we also play 2 of the Karakuri Ninjas. This card is kind of lackluster to me, but I feel like you need it for the level. But basically its effect is that when this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle and sends it to the graveyard, you can select a level 4 or lower Karakuri monster in your graveyard and special summon it in face-up defense position, which can really help you swarm the field a little bit. I feel like it's a good 2 of. If there was more Karakuris, I would probably play something else, but it's a good 2 of, especially for the level. We play 2 copies of the Karakuri Strategist. Strategist is really good because it has the ability that when this card is selected for an attack target, you change its defense position, and then when this card is normal or special summon, you get to select a card on the field and change its battle position, which can really help you out with some of your Karakuris, being able to switch them to defense position or switch them to attack position, or different effects like that. And plus he's a level 3 tuner as well. We play 1 copy of the Watchdog, which is a level 4 monster, level 4 tuner, and it has the ability that all face-up Karakuri monsters you control gain 800 attack and defense when you take battle damage from battles involving this card. So you could do something like attack a defense position monster, take the damage, and then boost them all up by 800 if you have a bunch of them on the field, which I've done in the past, and it really comes in handy. Then we play 1 copy of the Barrel. I just feel like 1 copy of Barrel is kind of helpful because it's a level 2 tuner monster, which can help you get into some other synchro plays. And then it has the ability that once per turn, this card cannot be destroyed by battle as well. I really feel like it helps out just a little bit being able to put this card on the field with a couple of different card effects and be able to synchro it away for some of your other like Berebus and stuff like that. So that's it for the monsters, guys. Let's get into the spells. So for the spells, we're going to be playing a single copy of Monster Reborn. It's kind of like an extender for this deck. You just want to play the single copy of Monster Reborn for that reason. We play 3 copies of Karakuri Cash. I know, I love that name. Cash. But basically what this card does is it lets you select a Karakuri monster you control and add a level 4 or lower Karakuri monster from your deck to your hand. And if you do, change the battle position of the selected monster. Basically Rhoda. Then we play 3 copies of the Karakuri Gamma Ol. Gamma Ol really, really is a good card. You could probably get away with 2 copies of this, but I really like 3. Basically, you activate this card by targeting 1 Karakuri monster in your graveyard, and then you can special summon it, equip it with this card, and then once per turn, if the battle position of a face-up Karakuri monster you control is changed, the equipped monster gains 500 attack and defense, which can be really beneficial, especially if you synchro summon away, like a copy of Beret. You can immediately bring it back with this, and then be able to increase it by 500 attack and defense, going up to like 3,100, which can be really, really good and really powerful. Then I play 3 copies of Karakuri Autonomy. Autonomy is really good because each time a Karakuri monster battle position is changed, you get to put a Karakuri counter on this card, and then you can send this card from your field to the graveyard, draw a card for each card or each Karakuri counter that was on this. Really good effect because basically it's kind of like 6 Samurais United. Then we play 3 copies of Instant Fusion just to help us get out stuff like Sea Monster of Thestalos and cards like that, and be able to protect ourselves with Thousand Eyes Restrict and Millennium Eyes Restrict. We're going to be playing 3 copies of Call by the Grave. Call by the Grave is really good in here because you don't want to deal with your opponent's hand traps. And then we play 3 copies of Urgent Schedule. Urgent Schedule is in here because you do play the Bones, which lets you special summon a level 5 and a monster from your deck and a level 4 monster from your deck that are Earth Machines, which you can special summon any of them, which is really cool because if your opponent controls more monsters than you do, you can just instantly special summon a level 4 and a level 5 or higher machine monster, which is really, really good. But it also has the ability that you cannot declare an attack turn you activate and resolve this effect. So you really want to go off on your turn and set up that field with this card to be able to just get them out on the field. But you're always going to have to special summon out this guy and any other level 4 or lower monster because he's the only level 5 or higher Karakuri we have. So that's it for the spells, guys. Let's get into the traps. So for the traps, we're going to be playing 1 copy of Karakuri Cash Shed, because I don't know what the difference between Cash Shed and Cash is. But what this does is that you activate it only if you control a Karakuri monster in face-up defense position. You negate the effect of an opponent's spell or trap and destroy it, which is really good to be able to just speed spell 3 spell or trap, which is really beneficial. And I played 2 copies of Karakuri Cash In because they're all about that cash. You get to target 1 Karakuri monster you control and an effect monster your opponent controls, and change the battle position of your monster and negate the effect of your opponent's monster until the end of this turn. And then if your Karakuri monster you control is banished, or Karakuri, if you control a Karakuri, you can banish this card from your graveyard and then target a face-up monster on the field and change that target's battle position. This deck is all about switching from attack to defense, if you guys haven't noticed. So that's it for the main deck, guys. Let's get into the extra deck. So for the extra deck, we're going to be playing 2 copies of Karakuri Super Shogun MDLOON Berebu. So I know that's a long name, that's why I've been kind of cutting them a little short. But Berebu is basically the big boss. Basically, he takes a non-tuner and a tuner monster, and if he's special summon, you get to special summon a Karakuri monster from your deck, which is super good. I only play him at 2 because I only feel like you're ever going to go into him twice. But monsters you control in defense position cannot be destroyed by battle, and then once per turn, if the battle position of a face-up Karakuri monster you control changes, except during the damage step, you can target a card your opponent controls and banish it, which is really good. Then we play 3 copies of Karakuri Steel Shogun MDLOOX Burrito. Burrito, I would call him Burrito. Oh my god. Burrito. Oh my god. Anyways, whatever. The Karakuri Shogun, basically what he does is when he synchro summon, you can special summon 1 Karakuri monster from your deck, and then once per turn, when the battle position of a face-up Karakuri monster you control is changed, you get to draw a card. Then we play 3 copies of Karakuri Shogun MDLOO Beret. Beret is really good because when he's synchro summoned, you can special summon a Karakuri from your deck, like all the other ones, and then once per turn, you can target a monster on the field and change its battle position, which can really benefit you being able to switch their attack or switch their battle positions and stuff like that. But the reason I played the barrel is because if you can special summon him and then special summon out the barrel, and then synchro these 2 together to make the Burrito, which is really, really, really good. Like, that's why I play it as a one of, and I really feel like people are kind of sleeping on that because I feel like it's a good combo to be able to go into. For our last synchro monster, we're just playing a single copy of Naturia Beast. Naturia Beast just negates spells, and that's why I play it as a one of. Now, I have some interesting cards in here for instant fusion targets, and that is one copy of Cybersaurus. Cybersaurus is an old card that came out of Metal Raiders. You're just going to instant fusion this card out to have a level 5 monster on your side of the field to be able to synchro summon into a copy of one of your Karakuri synchro monsters. One copy of Sea Monster of Thestalos. It counts as a tuner monster on the field, so you can instant fusion this card out. One copy of Millenniumize Restrict. Millenniumize Restrict is really beneficial because you can negate hand traps with it. Thousand Eyes Restrict because you can gobble up monsters with this card. One copy of Cleafort Genius. Cleafort Genius helps out because you can link summon into it, and then it has different abilities that, like, this link summon card is unaffected by spells and traps of the effects of link monster or the effects of other link monsters. And then once per turn, you can target one face-up card on either player's field except this card, and both the cards have their effects negated this turn. And then when 2 or more monsters are special summoned to the zone this card points to, you can add a level 5 or higher machine monster from your deck to your hand. So you have a lot of effects that you can go off with this card, and I really think it's a good one of. And then I play a single copy of Link Rebo to link away the card being Millenniumized in the Thousand Eyes Restrict. So that's it for the deck, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. It's a super fun deck that I highly recommend that you guys give it a shot. This is definitely Master Rule 5 ready. I would only play this in Master Rule 5. I probably wouldn't try and play this in Master Rule 4 because then you're going to have to go for Cleafort Genius and then go from there. So definitely give this deck a shot. It's super budget besides the copies of Urgent Schedule, which you can definitely change out for something else if you want to. If you don't have the Urgent Schedules, you can change it out for just about anything. I mean, you can change it out for Machine Dupe if you want. There's a lot of Machine Dupe targets in this deck, and that's an option for you guys. But that's it for the deck, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Hit the bell on there so you can become part of the notification squad, and I'll see you guys in the next video. See you around, guys.